Hey, Maria. Ron Harris here from MuscleDevelopment.com, wrapping up our coverage of the 2019 Wings of String Chicago Pro here in Chicago, Illinois. So tonight we had the finals of 4 divisions to wrap it all up. We had figure, bikini, women's bodybuilding, and of course open men's bodybuilding. It all kicked off with women's bodybuilding, and just got to thank Jake Wood and Wings of Strength, because they have single-handedly revived women's bodybuilding, put it back on the map. Now we have really good shows, great prize money. He's got his Rising Phoenix show coming up with greater prize money than the Ms. Olympia ever had, which is commendable. So in the women's bodybuilding, as I said earlier today in the judging wrap-up, I saw it coming down to 2 women, Alicia Young and Andrea Shaw. This was the first I've seen of Andrea Shaw. I was very impressed with her. In fact, so much so I would not have been surprised had she won. I didn't know how it was going to go. It did go to Alicia Young in the end. You know, they were both very worthy. Alicia had a little bit more thickness. Condition, I think, was about equal, but Alicia pulled off the win. Figure, as I expected, Ivana Ivusic, coming out of Arvada, Colorado, took that very handily. Great look on her. Perfect representation of the figure type of body they're looking for. Moving into bikini, top 3. The winner was Jennifer Ronzitti from Maryland. No surprise there. She's been up at the Olympia and the Arnold many times, done very well. Second place, Romina Boswaldo, looked amazing also. Beautiful woman. And surprise from Italy, third place, Francesca Stoico. Never heard of her until today, but you can bet she's going to be someone who will be doing very well in the figure division in the months and years to come. So let's get into the bodybuilding. It was a tough show. We had, I believe, 26 open men competitors. So we didn't even get in the top 6 a lot of the people I had in there. For instance, Josh Wade. I fully expected Josh Wade to be in the top 6. Condition was on point. He was fuller than ever. For whatever reason, he was not in top 6. So let's start at the bottom of the top 6. 6th place, the big guy from Russia, Sergey Kulev. Sergey's a big guy, big structure and frame to build on, tons of muscle, good condition. A little awkward with the posing. I think he's going to get better at that as time goes by and he competes more, gets a little better stage presence. 5th place was California's An Jung. Now I've seen An bigger and fuller before, but I've never seen him in this condition. And like John Meadows said earlier in our wrap-up after the judging, he came down a little bit in size for the condition, and in this case it worked for him. It paid off. It was definitely his best showing. Best I've ever seen him. I think he's better off going for condition because he's got so much mass and thickness. It doesn't matter if he gives up a little bit of it to bring that extra crispy condition, which he did. 4th place was Lucas Oslado from Czech Republic. Kind of surprising. I didn't think Lucas was going to be any lower than 3rd. And, you know, there were people that were talking about maybe he's going to win. In fact, earlier today, just passing in the hallway, talking to Mike Lockett, he thought Lucas was his toughest competition for today. And I could see it. Lucas was bigger than ever, still had the condition, still does that crazy glute roll thing. Could have done better, but, you know, these judges have a very, very tough job. They got a lot of great competitors that they have to somehow place in what they feel is the most fair order. 3rd place was a surprise not because he's not good, because Essa Obaid, he'd fallen off the map for a while. There was a couple of years where we didn't hear anything about him, and he came back. I can't recall what show he just did fairly recently, but wasn't the Essa Obaid that I remembered. But today he was back in full form. And remember, this is a guy that's won shows before. I believe he won this show. Back around 09, 010, 11, he was 12. He was winning shows, and he's on the way back to doing that again. So congratulations, Issa, for bringing it back, because a lot of times when guys come back and they're not at their best, that's it. You never really see them reclaim that look that they had, and Issa has done it. 2nd place, Indiana's Charles Griffin. Charles looked really good. Charles could have won. You know, Charles has a ton of mass. What did he say? Minnesota. Okay, I just got in trouble from all the Minnesota people. Okay, he's from Minnesota. You wouldn't expect too many great bodybuilders to come out of Minnesota. It's not the most populated state. But Charles packs a ton of mass. Condition was on point. You know, he had a couple advantages over Mike Lockett. He has a lower lat insertion, so his back shots are a little better. Although condition-wise, this is where Mike took him over in the condition. especially in the back shots. You know, Mike Lockett just brings this crisp condition every time. We just interviewed him. Check out that interview. The round, bubbly muscles. You know, mass-wise, Charles probably carries more mass than him, but Mike has that bubbly, round look to the muscles that very few people have, and it worked to his advantage today. I'd be curious to see what the score sheets were, because it had to be close. They were neck and neck. In fact, at the conclusion of the judging, they brought just those two back, Charles and Mike, and ran him through the ringer, made him do all the poses all over again a couple times, and they finally went with Mike Lockett. Very well-deserved win. It was the third year in a row he has won the Chicago Pro. And, you know, aside from some Arnold dynasties and Olympia dynasties, I don't know of anybody that's won the same show that many times in a row. Maybe Flex Wheeler with the Pro Ironman way back in the day. I'd have to check my records on that. But congratulations to Michael Lockett. Congratulations to all the winners from this weekend. We had 8 divisions, so 8 pro champions this weekend, all headed to the Olympia in 10 weeks. Thank you guys for watching the coverage. Please check out all our photos taken by the great Hector Mendoza behind the corner. We got high-resolution contest photos in the photo gallery, interviews, wrap-ups, all kinds of stuff. Please check it out. Appreciate you guys watching. What's that?
Lupo is on video.
Kuklo's on video? Lupo's on video.
The glutes roll.
Oh, the glute rolls on video. So yeah, we have the posing routines. Hector just reminded me, we also have all the posing routines, pose downs and awards, all kinds of stuff for you guys. Check it out. Go to our YouTube channel, Muscular Development, and you'll see all those videos. They're going to be posted real soon if they're not up by the time you see this. So that's it. That is going to do it for musculardevelopment.com. Our coverage of the Chicago Pro brought to you by High Tech Pharmaceuticals. Thank you guys for being part of it, and we'll see you at the next one.